Welcome to Accounting and Bookkeeping here at LVPTA. My name is Lynn. I am the assistant teacher or instructor assistant here. So the main instructor will be Mr. Robert Sanchez, but because I am his teacher assistant, he asked me to go ahead and conduct class. So so here at LV Pedo, here we are going to be going over the course syllabus to see what the course entails, as well as give you a guideline of what we expect of you in this class and what topics that we will cover in this class. So again, the accounting and bookkeeping program here at LV PETA is going to be for 15 weeks long, 4 days a week, and it's going to be for 4 hours. And then the QuickBooks portion of this class is going to be for 4 weeks long. So you're going to be included all together is about 19 weeks. And so about 5 months and a half. So again, this also includes any holidays, breaks, and any national holidays. So it's all going to be included, and we do take it into consideration when we do our programs. So let's go ahead and dive into what the course materials are. So again, you should be receiving the Barron's accounting book. Again, this is a secondary resource for you. It's not the primary resource. It's just to help you give you more of extra information, as well as things to help you understand the materials. However, we primarily use our class handouts, so I will be uploading these class lectures, which breaks down exactly what the course entails in depth about and what you're going to be learning, where the book kind of guides you towards broader topics. Okay. Other things that are required is going to be a prerequisite of accounting. So Excel. You can. So it is a requirement that you do have experience or have taken a class here at LVPTA for Excel. Reason being is because that will be one of our primary programs that we will be doing the basic accounting functions for, as well as advanced. We'll be doing a lot of data information, and you want to be able to, be able to make the calculations as quick as possible. So it is a requirement that you do take Excel before you take this accounting class. And then other things that we will be using will be Google Classroom. So again, the Google Classroom will be basically the place where you can find all the additional course documents, PowerPoints, worksheets, as well as the course lectures. So it's going to be downloadable on the Google Classroom. Then the last thing that we're going to be utilizing is going to be Orbund for our quizzes, exams, and tests and grades, okay? That's where you can check your grades. And we're going to be using Orbund extensively for also in class journals. So I'll go ahead and talk about that further on when we move down further into the syllabus. So again, the required supplies, all right, is pretty straightforward. If you plan on downloading all the files and you want to print them out, it'd be nice if you guys can buy a 3-ring binder so you guys can hole punch them and keep them in there, so you can read them as you go, as well as keep the folder neat and clean with all the worksheets and files in there. Another thing we also want is if you have a calculator. If you're not very good at using the Excel for calculations, it's always nice to have a calculator on hand. It's not required if you can do simple math in your head, but it is for those that are when we use complicated and long numbers, and it'd be nice to have a calculator readily on hand. Again, writing materials, whether you need a pencil, pen, or paper, highlighters, anything that helps you, jot down any notes. And then lastly, a flash drive. Now, you should be provided one by the school. Usually that should happen after orientation. When we send you the book, you should be able to also have it in the package. If not, just go ahead and let the admin know about that, because we provide the flash drives for you. Okay. So class course description. Okay, so basically what we're going to be learning in this course is going to be the very basic and fundamentals of accounting. So this is accounting 101. All right, this is based off of someone that is coming in that has no idea what accounting is, and we teach it from square one, from someone who doesn't know anything about accounting. So that is what the basics of this fundamental accounting course is about. So we're going to start from square one, teaching exactly about transactions, about certain business organizations, as well as what their business activities would be, whether it involves them being a retail, or where they are a manufacturing company. So again, we're going to be understanding the flow of transactions and how the transactions affect the company financially. Okay. And then, so how the course is organized, again, it is 15 weeks long. And so the class is broken up into 3 sections. The first section is going to be class lecture. All right, so we'll be learning the concepts in each chapter and what each concept is about. Then we're going to move on to doing some practice problems in class to kind of to acclimate you, to kind of further your understanding of the concepts. And then the last part is actually applying those concepts by looking into a fake business and practicing those concepts through journalizing and through actively recording transactions. Okay, so everything will make a little more clear sense when we move down through the course. All right. So course objective, again, it's to teach the basic fundamentals of accounting, and how we do that is by understanding the laws of accounting. So we go through learning the generally accepted accounting principles, which is it is the golden rule that you must follow in order to do accounting and doing accounting procedures. Okay, so they are the people who are basically the people who validate you and how you understand how the accounting system works. So that's the number one thing that we really dive deep in. And then we're going to be learning how to do a bookkeeper's job and a accountant's job. So the bookkeeper's job is to be able to understand and how to record transactions, where the accountant takes the information and understands it by sorting the information, analyzing it, preparing financial statements to make sense out of the information and make conclusions after that. So yes, again, those is the main objectives of the course. Now, the course topics, again, will be posted towards the end when you go ahead and look at the calendar and what is expected of each day. All right, and then now we're looking at grading. So here is the grading scale. it is going to be divided into 7 sections. All right, you have the quizzes, the test, midterm, final, class project, participation, and attendance. Okay, so here's the percentages that each category is broken down into. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and explain each section and what they entail. So the first section is going to be quizzes. Quizzes is just basically going to test your comprehension of the course concepts, and it will be done every Thursday except for weeks of exams. So again, so it's going to happen every Thursday because every week we'll be learning a new concept, and it'd be best to try to continue and practice this. And all quizzes are going to be on Orbund. And then, okay, so there's about maybe 10 quizzes overall. Each quiz, again, it's going to be very short. It's just multiple choice, and it's just going to keep you trying to understand the concept, but try to help you memorize each concept. So that's what those quizzes are for. The next section and category is going to be your tests, which are divided into 3. You have your first test, and you have your midterm, and you have your final. Now, because there's 3 of them, so roughly it's going to be between every 5 weeks, and all exams are cumulative. So it's going to be so every test that you take, it's going to be, test number 1 is going to be chapters 1 through 6. Midterm is going to be chapters 1 through 10, and then the final is going to be everything that you've learned since the beginning. So again, these concepts, they build upon each other, so it's good that you're tested on every single subject every single time. All right. Next one's going to be the class project. So the in-class project is going to be our fictitious company, which we're going to be primarily focusing on is Coffee Cafe. So what Coffee Cafe is just a fake business that we take into real life transactions that you will see on a day-to-day basis. And we're going to do that, and we're going to practice journalizing as well as practice the concept that we learn in class. So again, that is going to take up quite a few weeks in the course. However, it helps demonstrate and gives you real life examples of how the concepts are applied. Again, and then lastly, there's going to be a small section in the class projects where you actually get to think about a company that you want to create, or maybe an existing company you want to look into, but primarily we want to demonstrate on how you would take a business and how you would record these transactions. So again, it's going to be towards the end of the course curriculum. I'm going to have you just answer a few sheets and answer a few questions about your business. What are the things that you need for your business, and how are you going to record the transactions? So again, this one's just going to be a very small part of the class project, but I would like for this for you to start thinking about a business that you may potentially want to open up. All right, participation. So participation is whether you are involved in class discussions, as well as interact if there is an example going on, being able to answer the questions that I ask. But I also would like, again, for those who are not super active or participate in class, I would still like for everyone to participate through the class journals, are going to be on Orbund. And I would like for each student to submit at least 3 to 5 sentences on what you've learned through the course within that week. So it's going to be due every single week, and I would like to see something that you've said that you've learned. Okay, and that's going to be all on Orbund. All right. The last category, which is one of the, one of our more important categories, is attendance. Now, if you're being sponsored by if you're being sponsored by somebody or some agency, attendance is very, very important to them. I believe you need to have a 75% attendance to pass our class, but also to validate that the money that they've invested in you is well spent. So again, if it's below 75%, there may be some, maybe some discussions, there might be some financial discussions between that. So again, it is very important that you do attend class, and that you make the 75% mark. Okay. Again, for any reason that you fall sick or you have a planned vacation, please notify the instructor and the front office. Again, the phone number, I included it, but for privacy issues, I took it out. So again, please contact that phone number and let them know so we can properly record your attendance either for you or against you. If you do, for example, do let me know in advance that you are sick or you can't come to class for some reason. I can excuse you from the class, and that excuse would count for you and not against you. But if you don't call me at all or text me or send me an email and letting me know what's going on, and I don't know what's going on, then it's going to be an excused absence, and it's going to hurt your grade more than help you. Okay. All right. So general things I would like for you to know would be that your grades are available on Orbund. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll down here. So here's a picture of what Orbund, the homepage of Orbund, is going to be. Link here down below. Again, we are utilizing server number 8. For more information on Orbund training on how to navigate as a student profile, I have uploaded a link in the classroom folders that gives you a step-by-step tutorial on what to do and what you have access to as a student. So that's where you'll find your class journals, your grades, your classes, as well as your attendance records. So go ahead and take a look at that. Now, if you do have any questions about your account, maybe you forgot your password, go ahead and either notify me or notify one of the admins, and they can already get you situated and set you up with a new password if you need it. All right, and then here is the tentative schedule as of 2020, and just basically it's broken down to every single day of the week. So this may change due to any holidays that are coming up. So again, first stage usually introduction. First week we should supposedly get through at least chapters 1 and 2. And again, each topic is outlined here for you guys, so you guys understand exactly what you're going to be learning and you're going to be understanding exactly which chapter you are in at all times. Now, again, for any reason that the class may be behind or ahead, this tentative schedule is going to change depending on the circumstance and the situation. So again, on week 5, every Thursday is going to be an exam. Now I can have the ability to change that. So again, I just want to make sure that you guys are aware that by week 5, the end of week 5, you should be taking your first exam. Moving down here, end of week 10 should be your midterm. And on the week 15, we normally do the final exam a day before the last day of class, because the last day of class is where it's going to be graduation, and that's where we distribute your certificate of completion. So again, any of these things may change due to holidays or anything unexpected. Okay, so as far as that is the entire course outlined. And again, so good luck, and I hope you enjoy the class.